Plaintiff Helen Shigora says the defendant was her best friend until her wife, the co-defendant, came into the picture. Helen says the defendant's wife is controlling and has a history of domestic violence, and she's suing them today for an unpaid loan. Defendants Brooke Leone and her wife Destiny Joy say the domestic violence Helen is referring to has nothing to do with Brooke, and Brooke insists Helen never expressed any concern about their relationship. Brooke insists they have repaid the loan to Helen in full.
Start with you.
All right, Your Honor. First, I want to say it's a pleasure to be in your courtroom. I appreciate the opportunity to go ahead and try to rectify this issue. Brooke was my best friend for the last 3 years.
Brooke.
Miss Leon.
All right.
Until Destiny came into the picture.
Nobody's name Anastasia.
Her name is Anastasia, but
All right.
we know her by Brooke. I know her by Brooke, Your Honor.
But you used another last name, too.
No, sir. I was talking about Brooke Leon,
Yeah.
L-E-O-N.
All right, they have Joy here. You all married?
That's Joy.
I'm Joy, Destiny Joy.
Okay, all right.
And see, Your Honor, that's...
No, it was clearly a misprint, I suppose.
Not really, Your Honor. That's what I was going to get to, is that after 4 months of knowing each other, they did get married after she had a domestic violence court case. That's my issue, Your Honor, is that she is very manipulative and controlling. After a month and a half, she moved down here. It was supposed to be on the first meeting, and she moved with all her bags in with Brooke. After 3 months of that, they did get married after a domestic violence case, went to the next courtroom and got married.
Went from prosecutor to the justice of the peace.
Yes,
to
sir.
Get married.
Yes, sir. And that's my other issue, is that by her having a domestic violence case and her being my best friend and then getting married out of the blue, I was very concerned for her safety, for just a lot of things of controlling and manipulating everything that's going on, including our friendship. Our friendship of the last 3 years was strong. We were family. We had each other's back. And when Destiny came into the picture, all that changed. She stopped our phone calls, our talking, our getting together. Everything has changed.
Plaintiff Helen Shigora says she was best friends with the defendant until her wife, the co-defendant, came into the picture.
Let me allow you all to give me some background, and then we'll get to the unpaid loan she's suing you for.
Well, first off, we were friends, and we were cool. We were like ride or die chicks. What happened with domestic violence was not on us. That wasn't between us. That was something before me. But
What do you mean by that?
it was a past relationship before
She
me.
jumped on somebody else.
No, it's a bigger story than that. But
The domestic violence didn't involve you. That's
didn't
where you
involve
stopped.
me, no.
All right. So then you all did get married.
yes.
What else you want me to know?
Like she said, we were friends. She's not controlling. That part is incorrect. We gave her rides. We were constantly there for her, as you know, I was her best friend. She never said any concerns to me about anything as far as how she felt about her or, anything of that sort. She landed up meeting a person back in November of 2015. That's pretty much when everything changed.
All right. You say when she met her girlfriend, things changed. She says when you met your girlfriend, now wife, things changed.
No, there's a big difference.
What's the difference?
Because this wasn't a girlfriend, this was a side chick.
What's the difference?
And
What you suing her about?
I'm suing her for a car payment loan that I gave her in order for her to get her car back. I'm suing her for $998, which is the remainder of the loan of
Give me the background on the loan.
Okay,
When and how much and what was the agreement?
In February, I loaned Brooke and Destiny $1,847.
Watch this. Did she loan you $1,847?
yes.
What? Got a yes on the first try.
She's learning.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm getting better. Yeah. Go ahead.
And payments were started in March. We had a verbal contract. They kind of breached and then denied the contract. They stopped accepting my phone calls, stopped texting me.
How much had you received at what point?
After we had gotten, I paid the $1,840. I paid the $1,647 and then the $200 for the towing.
Okay, and then you obviously received some because you're only suing for $998.
Yes, sir.
When did you receive some?
I received $850 the day we got the car because she went and got 2 title loans, one for $400 and one for $450.
All right. Then when were they or she supposed to pay the remainder? In March?
Yes.
And what has happened since that time?
They have not accepted my phone calls. They have not.
When is the last time you were able to ask for it by phone, by text, or otherwise? And what was the response?
The last part of February, the ending of February, I started asking them for the repayment of the loan by.
What were you told?
I was told that, no, they stopped answering. They did not respond.
So since
at
the
all.
end of February, you haven't gotten a response from them?
In the end of March, I started texting again, and I got a text from DJ saying that to stop texting her, that she's going to sue me for harassment.
So you did get a response?
I got a response
The
at
end of March?
End of March.
Saying, stop texting me?
Yes.
And so you said, okay, I'll just sue you?
Yes.
All right.
Plaintiff Helen Chigora says she was best friends with the defendant until her wife, the co-defendant, came into the picture.
Let me hear from you all.
On February the 8th, my car was repossessed, and she did volunteer to help with that, in which her statement is correct. I did pay her some of the money in cash that day because she said that she needed it. So we went ahead and did that. We never had a verbal agreement as to when anything was to be paid back or any timelines or anything like that of that sort. It was, you know, I need half of that money. So we gave her, I believe, $870 on 2/12. And then after that, she wrote up a contract that the dates were incorrect, the totals were incorrect. And so we told her, you need to revise that. After that, we never heard anything about repayment or how much on any such date. So
When you get a lawsuit in the mail and it has the amount you're being sued for, you've heard something
right.
from her.
But also on February 20th, myself, my partner, and another friend of ours kind of held an intervention for her because we knew what was going on. We had an intervention on her drug use.
Well, she wanted the intervention on her money first.
And Your Honor, I have text messages, I have receipts, I have everything, how they begged me for the money.
I got all that. She is admitting that she borrowed it. In her defense, it sounds like is there was no timeline. Then I hear you saying, well, she was on drugs, so we had to stage an intervention. That's a beautiful thing. You're very good friends. She appears clean to me. You clean today?
Yes, sir.
You're not doing anything else?
No, sir.
No more?
No, sir.
All right,
No.
okay. So you all did well. Now all you have to do is pay her money. What about that part?
We did pay her that money the same day that the intervention was held.
And that intervention
Hold
never
on.
happened.
That's a nice way to have an intervention.
A lot of things were going on that day.
We're here. But you've been spending all your money on crack. We want you to stop. Stop it now. Don't spend any more money on crack. We know you're a crack addict, and you've been spending all your money on crack. And every dime you get in your hand, you spend it on crack. So we're here to get you to stop it. Stop spending every dime you get on crack, all right? Okay. Now here goes $850. Come on. That makes sense to you. So I'm going to believe her. Your judgment is $998. Have a
you,
good
sir.
day, ladies.
There is no friendship.
There's no friendship. They lied about it. They tried to put this arrangement of me being the drug addict. If I had a drug problem, would I give them $1,800, $1,900? Really, guys? Really?
Really?
Oh, and you try to say that you had an intervention with me.
Yeah.
There is no friendship. Both of you all
Okay.
are dead to me.
Good.